So now you can see there the next feature we are doing here is ellipse feature. Here three feature will be there. One is center ellipse, second is axis, and third is elliptical arc. So now the short key is EL enter. EL stands for ellipse feature. Now you can see there it is asking for the axis endpoint of ellipse. So anyway we can start, we can give the 0, 0 which is an origin, and after that F8 provide the one distance. The distance is 2000, that is millimeter, and after that the next value we are defining there is around of 2000. The same value we have defined, but once it takes the radius. You can see first is take the diameter, and after that secondary it takes the radius. So it is a combination of two circles, that is called ellipse feature. EL enter provide 0, 0, or you can define anywhere else. After that define the next value. I'm giving the next value is 1000, and after that provide the second value. The second value I'm giving here is around 300. So it will be like this. We can move it to the center of the other one like this. So it will be according to that. Use this icon, enter and enter for no origin. And now fit to screen. You will see the ellipse feature has been created like this. And after that you have one more option, one is axis end. So now we are just giving one more time the same thing, ellipse 1 point. The second point you have to define, the value we have defined is 2000, and after that give the second value. Second value we have given that 2000 value, same. So it will give you the same thing. This is also called as ellipse. Axis end and center end. In center end it gives you everything from center. So the value I am defining is 1500, and the second value we are defining is 3000. So you can see there the value is coming from the center point. This is 1500 and this is 3000. That is centered, and this was from end, axis end. Now third is elliptical arc. So provide the center point here and give the next point which is on 3000, and now provide the next point 3000. After that just give the first point, and after that provide the second point. So it will be like an open arc, right? It will not be a closed. So this is called ellipse. Control A for selection all, press delete. And after that you can see there we have one more option there which is called hatching operation. We have not done this, right? So this is hatching, and somewhere we have some closed entity. So here I'm just going to give 0, 0, and after that I'm just providing the next value of the rectangle. The size I'm providing here is around of 200, comma is for partition of x into y, and now the second value I'm defining here is around of 600. So you can see there we have got a rectangle here. The size we can measure from the utility bar. Here measure option is there. The short key of these toolbar, you know this very well, MEA enter for MEA stands for measure. MEA stands for measure. Now you can see there provide the distance 1 from the second point. After that provide the first point and the second point. You can see the value is there, which is 600. Done. And after that I'm just having a copy of this. So use the copy feature from here, or you can use the short key CO enter, either CP enter. Copy the file, now provide the base point, and now copy it to the next end anywhere else, right? And now just make a rotation of this from this tool. You can rotate this. RO enter is a short key of this. it says you specify the base point. So just provide the base point like I'm providing here, and now provide the degree. 90 degree I'm just specifying here. So you can see here I'm just moving the part from this point and transferring it to the midpoint of this vertical line of this rectangle, right? So now this has come up like this. This is a T profile, I can say, right? And after that I'm just having a one loop. So just provide trim option, TR double enter, provide this one should be deleted, and after that you can see there this is a closed entity, this is a one entity, and this is the second entity. We know this very well how to make it one join. So just make it one. So this is a complete one feature, right? And it is creating a complete loop there. Now we can see there I want to cut this T profile from some rectangular block. So that rectangular block I need to have around this. So that rectangular block I am going to provide, but before that I am just measuring the size of this. This is 600, right? And this is 800. So we need a block more than that of size. So now I am just giving the rectangle here. The size I am giving here is more than 600. The value I am defining there is around 100, 200 more, right? So the value should be there is 800. No, it is first it is taking X value. So this value I need to have 1000, comma, second value it is asking for, so I am providing 800. So this is a rectangle we have got. Now select this T profile and now get the center of this. How to get the center? By creating a line segment here. Now move the object from this midpoint to the center point of this. Done. So we have got the center here. Delete the line segment. Now we need a block here to have this cutout. Now we know that this is a cutout profile inside the rectangle. This is a solid part and this is a removed part. So I should provide some differentiation between them. So I'm going to give some hatching here. The tool short key is H enter. Now provide the internal point. So the option you will get here of hatch, you can see there is a hatch creation. So provide the internal profile and you will see the pattern will be there. Hatch is basically made of three features. One is, you can say, solid, second is gradient, third is pattern. Done. So now we are having a pattern feature, and in pattern we have number of patterns there inside there. So here is NSI 31, which is a mechanical, basically mechanical type of hatching, and we utilize this operation number of times. And after that we can have civil options also. The bricks option there, the AR par Q1 is there, AR roof is there, shrike is there, sand is there. So these all are civil. So we can utilize the symbols and the pattern according to our need. So in mechanical we usually go for ANSI 31. So pick this, and now you have put the inside selection now. So it has been given here like this. But the problem is it is basically of crude mode. Basically right now we have a space here which is of scaling, right? Hatch pattern scaling. So now I am just going to increase this. I am giving the value 5. So you can see the number of distance between each line has been increased. Initially it was 1, now it is 5, right? So we can increase that anytime, the scaling level. So 5 is there. Now you can see there the color of the lines are black, just because it is coming like white on black or black on white, right? So here there is a hatch color, so we can define the color of our need. The red color we have specified, so it will be a red color. And here the background color, so background color I am just providing here is yellow color, so background will be yellow. So by this way we can define a variation there according to our need. Any doubts here? Like this it will work on, and after that just click on escape and it will be done. After that we just deleting this, and now hatch again, H4 hatch, and now this should be, you know, none color, it should be red, you can give, but now you can see there it has been created like this, and now you can see angle is also there, so we can increase the angle there. Angle of the line will be increased or decreased accordingly. Done. After that, hatch transparency is there, so if you are increasing the hatch transparency, the lines will get faded. Now done. And after that, here you can define the associativity. And what is associativity? We will discuss about this. Now you can see I am just deleting this, and now I am just going to create a copy of this, right? So CO enter is the copy feature. Create a copy at the distance of 1500. Again it should be 3000. So just copy these all four, distance we have specified there. Now you can see there, here are 6 items, right? So now I'm just providing H enter. Background color we are providing none. Now this is a 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. You can see there is, if I'm going exit, so you can see if I'm going to delete this, so only this will be deleted. No, only this will be deleted. So this is single H, but if I want to bind them in one, so you can go for H enter, provide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and after that here you can get create separate hatches. It is on, make it off, and associativity should be there, and enter. So you can see there, whenever I select the one entity, all entity will be get selected. You can see if I'm selecting this one now, all the hatching will be selected and delete once. If you are going to change in one, here you can see the color is red in property bar, so you can define the color according to your need, right? So here you can see the color has been defined accordingly, and the pattern you can also change there. So you click on this and you can get the pattern again here, ISO pattern and other predefined patterns. So here we can redefine the patterns according to our need. Done. Here scaling level is there, so I'm just providing scaling level is 2, and associativity is also there. You don't want to get associativity, so click on no, so they all will not get any kind of associativity, right? No applicable. Okay, now it is not applicable. So after that you can see the background color you can define according to your need. Done. Suppose this is the color you have give, and now angle is there, so angle we are defining there is around 30 degrees, so angle will be rotated. So we can change the property afterwards, right? One more option will be there in hatching, which is H enter, and after giving H, there is a color of lines now. Now I want to give the color inside this, so fill color is there. So here is the option which is called solid, and in solid you can define the color of your need. If you are satisfied with the colors here, and then you can utilize them. Now, if you are not, then you can do one thing, more colors is there, and color library is always there. You can choose the color according to your need, and now click OK, and after that click inside. So you can see inside the object color will be filled. Now see what will happen here. What has happened here? This is not showing the background edges, but this is showing the background edges. So we can see there how is it working. So H enter is there, and after that provide the solid, and solid we are defining the color according to our need, and after that you can see option is there, and here you can see send behind boundaries, right? I'm just giving bring to front. If I'm using bring to front, then all the color will be provided there. Now I am going to use the operation name is H enter. You can see there hatch editing is there. If I have already pressed the hatching here now H will be there, click here, and now you can see draw order is there. Now send behind, send to back or bring to front. So I am using bring to front. Then you can see the color will be on the edges. If I want to take it back now, so you can use before that I am just using once again the hatching operation, and now giving the color black, and using the pattern. The pattern I am using here is ANSI 31. So you can see there 31 ANSI has been applied already there, but it is not visible there. How to get them visible? So go for HE, use this. So this has picked what? Not color, the hatching. Scaling level is 5. Do not order is there, no? Do not change. So go for bring to front, and now click OK. So you will see the line will be on the object like this. If I am going again and selecting the color, here do not change, send to back, and you can see the boundary as well. Any doubts here? Now you can see the next operation there. The next operation is hatching, and inside hatching the third operation was gradient. It is basically a combination of two colors. So you can see there, here you have used two colors. It is not background basically. I am just providing one is this one, and second I am defining there is this one. So you can see it will be the combination of them, and you can see the pattern like this. If you want the centralized, so you can get the centralized profile there, pattern there, and you can see it will be work according like this. You can see the center is there at this point according to its centered operation. If I am not using this now, so it will be like this. Create separate hatches, then you will see, click OK, and this will be like this, and it is in associativity. So you want to make changes, make editing there, and remove the associativity and use separate hatch, right? Click OK, and you will see one is this, second is this, third is this, like this. You want the background on, you can use hatching again, and now bring to send to back. Click OK. So the background lines will be there, right? Edges will be there. Any doubts here? So this was a feature which is called hatching and gradient, and now we have the third operation which is called boundary. So the boundary operation we can utilize for converting the line or the group of line segment into polyline or region. You can see there, if I have drawn here some profile, right, the join feature will also work like them. Now we can see this is the closed segment, right, but this is not the polyline. I am going to use the option which is called boundary, and now after that we can see there pick point operation we can apply, and also you can see there object type, polyline or region. So what is the region and what is polyline? Region feature we have not done yet, so I am going to use the polyline feature right now. And now send pick point, so provide the pick point inside the boundary, click OK, and you will see this object has converted into the polyline now. But you can see the major difference is, the problem is it is creating a copy of the existing component of line segment. If we are moving the file now, this file downward, you can see there the core file, the original file is also there. This is line segment. All these are 6 line segment, and this is one polyline. So it creates a copy. But now you can see there, this is a 6 segment line, and the next feature I am going to use is region command. And now REG is the shortkey of region. REG for region. Now you can see there, we can select the complete object there like this, and you can see there, click enter. So you can see the object is now not a polyline, it's a region feature, And what is the difference between polyline and region? I'll show you. And before that, I am showing you that it is not copied. It has converted the lines into region. You can see there I am just moving the file like this, but the original component has lapsed. It's now converted into region. But the major difference between them, this is a polyline, this is a region. But whenever I am going to offset the feature, offset command have we done? No? Offset? No? Okay, fine. We'll do that feature later. Before that, I'm showing you just one thing. You can see there, this is visualization, visual style control, and you can see I'm just using 2D wireframe, conceptual, hidden, realistic, all the visual styles will be here. And now, whenever we are working on AutoCAD 2D, we are working on 2D wireframe. But whenever we are going to conceptual or realistic operation, you will see the 3D look will be there. You can see the polyline is like 2D profile and empty from inside, but the region is creating like a sheet metal type of component or surface kind of component. So this is kind of region. We can offset the feature, this one polyline, but we cannot make offset of this. But about offset feature we will discuss in our next feature, right? So here I am just using the 2D wireframe again, and now just using the top view. Done. After that, you can see there the next operation there is spline we have done, I feel, right? Spline we have done. Now the next feature is construction element, right? So first, what is construction element? We can see there the construction element is a feature by which we can get the preview of the object from right to left, left to right, the position we can get, right? So you can see there, if I have drawn here some 2D feature 0, 0 we have applied here, and now we have specified the value. The size I'm just going to give here is 100, 200. Done. So you can see there, this is the rectangle of 100, 200. Now I am just going to provide one circle here, just like I'm just providing the front view or top view of the headlights, right? So here two lights I'm just creating here of 20 millimeter one. So I'm just using moving option. Now provide the distance here. The distance I'm specifying there is around 50 millimeter, right? So now make a mirror of this, MI for mirror, and now create a mirror copy of this like this, right? Now you can see here the object is having some sort of, you can say, the connection between them. So I'm just giving the connection between them like this, and now make a copy. Just copy the file in the right side. So size we are defining here is 5 millimeter, and in the left side there is 5 millimeter. Done. And but the object is now not meeting with the circle. I'm just using the extend feature. Extend we know very well. Trim we know very well. So now I'm just going to trim the objects like this. Done. Now I'm doing one thing. I'm just going to make a sprue bush hole here, right? From where the material will go in here. The size I'm giving here is 2 millimeter, like, right? Now we can do one thing. This is the top view of this product. So now I'm just going to give the side view. So we can do simply one thing. I'm using the operation which is called construction line. The short key of this is XL. Provide this as an endpoint. Now we can see construction line is basically endless line, which is having infinite line, right? Which is not having any kind of size. It will go from 1 to second, and the end will not be there, right? So you can see the horizontal line we have created there. I'm just creating the horizontal line at the bottom, and after that we have just got the reference line of this. I'm repeating the command from spacebar. Done. And now we can see this hole should be also visible there from inside. And now after that, now you can see there we have just created the line segment here, and now after that I'm just copying this file, CO enter, for providing the height of this block. So the height I'm just specifying there is around 100 millimeter, right? Now after that just trim the blocks line like this. Don't trim this, delete this line, so that this should not provide the interruption here. So you can do one thing simply there, you have to give the height of this circular profile, so here we should provide the height. So I'm just copying the file, CO enter, and copy this segment from this point to the up to next option. So the height I'm just defining is 20 millimeter, or 10 millimeter is sufficient if I feel. So 10 millimeter we are specifying, and after that I'm just going to trim the one segment and the second segment, one segment and the second segment, like this. Done. And now trim these lines, these two lines. So this is showing you the height. Trim all these. Done. And after that you can define the height of this hole. So the hole I am specifying there is of around, trim the segment like this, and now this should be like this if I feel. And now just provide LT for line type, load the hidden center lines here, or hidden lines also. So I'm just going to have the hidden lines, provide. Now convert the object into the hidden lines. The hidden lines will be look like this. And now you can see, if you want to show the depth of this rectangle also, so you can define the depth of this also inside the object. So I'm just going to give a copy of this object downward around 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters, right? So extend the entirety and delete this. This should be look like this, right? Like this it will be look like. And now this should be in the construction mode, hidden lines. So the profile will look like this. Done. Because this is a line which is showing the depth of this, so that's why we are just showing the object like this. Anything we see there, I feel it should be meet up to this. We can drag the component, and now we can drag the component to the next end also.
And we can also use the extend.
Yes, we can use extension also. This should be like this. And now just trim the object. Clear? After that we can utilize we can give the top view also. If we have seen this object and we are saying that this is the front view, this is the right view, then top view should be also there. So I'm just going to use the construction element, construction line there, or you can use the next operation, which is ray. Ray is basically the same, just like construction element, but here the ray will come at one side. You can see it will not go both side. It will start from the center and will end up at one side, not both side. Done. Now just provide one line segment or one ray accordingly and just trim the entirety like this. Now trim these objects also, delete these. Now provide the height, so the height will be according to your view. So I'm just providing the height is offset. It should be always shown up, like I'm giving the value 80. Done. So you can see it has been drawn like this. So the top view should not be like this, and now I'm giving the next value. This should be same now, so I'm just using the line here, and now here it should be like, what is the size of this? 10 millimeter. So just offset 10, trim all these, and now we can delete these also. We can delete these, and we can delete these too. Done. Now we can see these should also be deleted, but before that we can see what is the depth of this cutout profile. We have shown here 2 millimeter now, so we have to offset this or copy this up to 2 millimeter. Trim the entirety. Before that, just extend this. No, not extend this, just trim like this, and now trim this object and this object too, and now just select these, make hidden component there. This should be in hidden, and this line should be thorough now. So it should also be in the construction hidden line, sorry. So all these stuff we have just created here, and now we can see there we have to just make it LTS. LTS stands for line type scaling. So now scaling level we are just reducing to 0.5 millimeter, so it will be look like this. Done. And now we can justify the diagram. How? Before that we just need to confirm this, that this is a height which is 100 now, so this should also be 100. But what is the size we have given here? 80. So it should be 100. So 20 millimeter I am just making it offset, and now extend the whole entities like this, and you will see this is a height which is 100, and this is the height there also which is 100, and now the complete height is around 110, and there the complete height is 110. Now that is a justification in engineering drawing. Whenever I am just going to create all these things and we have accomplished this, now we have to justify this. So just use ray, RAY, start from this point to upwards, and this to like this, and now after that click this, create a profile like this. This should create a square profile. Done. Now this will go up and this will go right, and that's all. I feel all things have been done. Just trim these lines. These all lines should be there. So it show you the profile like this. It should be always a square profile. So this is the perfect diagram we have created here with the help of raised and construction line. That's all. Any doubts here?